It's funny because we're all creatures of where we live and grow up, and no matter where we go. You can go not too far from here and people do not know what BOOYA is. It's hard to believe. Dad swears if you go north of the railroad tracks, half the people don't know what BOOYA is. But then again, you go to the places we go and the people we know, everybody knows what BOOYA is.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. No one knows where BOOYA comes from, or even what the word means, but it continues to be an important part of central Minnesota heritage. BOOYA is still made in huge kettles during all-night, all-male cookouts, where canoe paddles are used as giant spoons and beer is an all-purpose additive. Here in St. Paul, an annual fundraiser called Guns And Hoses poses a simple question: who makes better BOOYA, cops or firefighters? The competition is friendly, but intense as well.
Here's the deal with firemen. They got a lot of free time on their hands, so, you know, they do have a lot of good cooks.
And sometime during the night in the morning, the cops were stirring it, and they reached in there and they had this big glob of something all coagulated together and stuff. Somebody made the comment it looked like a placenta floating around there. It was pretty nasty.
And they've got Leitner's recipe, which isn't even his, which is ridiculous. He doesn't even know what goes into the spice bag. It's a family secret that they don't even trust to give him, so what does that tell you?
They accused us of sabotaging their kettle, and we said, there's no way. You know? How can we get closer? They got guns, you see. We only have hoses.
I was cooking BOOYAs with my father probably 30 years ago, but I got away from it. And my brother and his guys that down at the bar kind of picked it up after that.
When you said BOOYA, Dad was ready. I mean, he lit up. He'd start getting a little prance in his step because he knew BOOYA was coming. Now it's time to do it again. But I would say he did well over 100 BOOYAs in his lifetime. That's a lot of BOOYAs for anybody.
So we knew what we were doing, and Dad worked with us and showed us how to do it and whatnot. So I've been doing it a long time, but I haven't done it consistently every year.
At the police station, the cops try to rally some team spirit for the big event.
So Sunday is the third annual Guns and Hoses BOOYA cook-off between us and the firemen. Boo. And that's also the Vikings-Packer game at noon. Radke is cooking the BOOYA and has been working on it for a while.
Dillinger all day. Picking it right from Mother Earth, Sean.
Why do I believe that?
I was. Fire's given us a lot of crap this year, so the jealous from last year, guys.
So game's on.
Right. Oh yeah.
100 pounds of onions, 120 pounds of potatoes, 75 pounds of carrots, that's 3 sacks of cabbage, 50 pounds of rutabagas, 100 pounds of turkey, 120 pounds of chicken, 50 pounds of just straight beef. I don't want to be like the cops. I swear to God, they burnt their BOOYA every year. I think it's their teamwork. It really shows. They got one guy doing the BOOYA. Nobody else will help him.
Each side will jump on any detail to trash their rivals. And in fact, this one cop is doing much of the prep work by himself.
With firefighters, you know what? Those guys, they have the manpower. We don't. I mean, it's, you know, and I'm not knocking them, but you call 911, you get a fire truck, you get 4 guys. You call 911 for a cop, you get a cop. Hey, Duff.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Great.
I'm here to pick up my meat.
Here we got your oxtails, free-range chicken beef roast, center-cut shank meat, bare knuckle bones.
Sergeant Radke drives all his ingredients over to the Greek restaurant near the police station. It's a second home for the cops, as well as a prep kitchen for their BOOYA.
Meat for soup, Mama.
Huh?
Meat for soup. There's Tommy. He's one of the owners.
I cook with the chicken. He cook everything. Everything else. Yeah.
That's good. Nice marbling.
Very tender here.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
And we'll save all the broth. We got some onions in here. You can see how it just falls apart.
Tomorrow they get big party.
It's 12 noon. We have 24 hours to get this thing put together now. move the kettles over there, and then start cooking tonight around 8 o'clock. This is the Booyah shed at the Victorian Lounge that when they first started cooking with my dad a number of years, they used to put up a temporary lean-to, a tent or whatever. Well, we ready, men?
1, 2, 3. I can remember as a kid that if we were going somewhere in the country, Dad would see one of these kettles, he'd pull over and he'd ask, what do you want for it? And I know at one time he had 6 or 7 kettles. He never sat Dickie and I down and said, okay, we're gonna go to Booyah. This is how you do it, blah, blah. We learned like these guys learned, by being there and by doing it. That's how he taught you.
Booyah is an all-night affair, requiring hours of slow cooking and tag team stirring. Not to mention male bonding to blend the flavors just so.
That is the Booyah King, my father. I think he should be present for this. That's what I feel, you know, it's kind of a spiritual thing. Rib bones, pork bones, dog bones, cat bones. We're hoping for a body recovery tonight so we can use that.
What is that, a little beer? This is where the beer goes.
No, absolutely.
The beer doesn't go in there, it goes in here.
The firemen have already been cooking for hours when Radke, representing the cops, finally makes his appearance.
You're early. You're an hour early. Hi, Tommy. Wow, those are beauties. Yep. All right.
It's the middle of the night when the firemen get a special delivery of their most important ingredient.
Thank you, sir. This is what it's all about, the secret spice bag that makes every Booyah complete. See, that's why you need that big bag. You put it in too damn late. Spice bag going there.
Oh, you missed it. Hey, look, it takes up half the kettle.
Yeah, I know.
All you got is paprika in yours.
I don't know what's in mine because my sister won't tell me, but that's the family secret.
Oh yeah, see that?
Look, it's a pillow. Kitty litter in a pillowcase.
Camaraderie had a lot to do with it. Still does. But the actual stirring and the all-night deal, it's just always been the men's club.
You know what? And we're gonna put this right back in here too.
A lot of the wives and girlfriends and women, they don't want to be with us all night. It's more like leave them be, let them do their thing, get it out of their system. We'll see you Sunday.
Sunday finally dawns, and it's time for the community feast.
Booyah! Guys, some booyah! Booyah!
I'm here.
Yeah.
This year, the money raised will go to union funds for both cops and firefighters, as well as the Children's Hospital.
I've got the fire department.
I have the police.
And she's got the police department.
So we're trying to be supportive of both entities.
That's the firefighter Booyah, isn't it? Yes, it is.
You're right. This is how can you tell?
Because the other stuff's real runny.
Yeah, the cops Booyah here is Booyah there, and fire down there. I'd go with the cops. It's the best one here. Don't kid yourself.
How am I going to know the difference?
Ours is a good one.
Okay.
Fire is the good one.
No double dipping.
No, it's good. I'm telling you guys. It's not bad this year.
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's hot.
Is that bacon?
Back bacon. It's Canadian Booyah.
Canadian. Where'd that thing go?
A little multiply. I'll give you this. This year it's edible.
It's edible this year.
Edible.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Taste.
Oh, is that nice? Look at the consistency.
Oh,
Look at that. Isn't
Look, you
that
can walk across that.
That's a beautiful pot of Booyah.
Now you know what this is?
That's Booyah.
It's very tasty. Fire department can make some booyah.
I will say it's a very good Booyah because the guy on the wall over there, it's his recipe.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Dad loved to have a good time. He loved to cook, loved to dance.
You couldn't find a person that didn't like him.
You just couldn't find it.
It's thick.
As Booyah should be.
Didn't realize it as much until after he was gone, that all the pictures we looked at, Dad always was smiling. Dad was a lot of fun. But then again, it's like anything else. You work hard, you play hard. That describes Booyah.
I think you'd like this one.
There's not a better feeling.
Feeling every forkful in this.
Recreating a parent secret recipe is one way to stay connected to a loved one who has passed away.